today's practice like, and then what is Thursday night going to be like?
Today was our third day in shorts. You have to have 3 days in just shorts, and so we got that out of the way today. Had a good 2-hour session. Worked on some 2-minute drill things, and then tomorrow's format is really, it's kind of made for TV in some respects, but it's going to be more of a practice for us. It's just practice number 7, so we'll probably have more competitive situations, so it won't be boring. I want the fans to enjoy it, and so we'll do some 1-on-1s and 2-on-2s and some live scrimmaging, and then have some competitive stuff involving the fans. So we'll have a little fun with that deal.
How much tackling have you done so far, and how much tackling will there be tomorrow night?
We've had a couple days of tackling. Not a long period of it. We've worked on it fundamentally every day in pads, but going live against each other just a couple days. But tomorrow night will be live. We'll be tagging off probably on a couple of the quarterbacks and be a little limited on some of the guys that have been banged up. But when we go live tomorrow night we'll be live.
Is there an area where you're ahead of maybe where you thought you would be coming in?
We're probably scheme-wise offensively a little further along than I thought, particularly with being down a coach or two. So scheme-wise, the retention offensively has been pretty good, and then defensively it's not been bad. We're trying a couple new things, but on offense, from a mental standpoint, they've been pretty sharp so far.
How much of that has to do with Brandon and Khalil just being more experienced?
That's helped, certainly. They've helped with the tempo because they understand, they can anticipate the play call. But more than anything, we've got some experience up front. Not as much experience at wideout, but we have experience up front and experience at running back, and that really helps.
When you evaluate players, are you looking at how they compete with each other, compete with themselves?
Yeah, I have to remind them today. I think, a lot of the core principles of our program is having a hard edge and being really competitive. And if you're not ultra competitive and don't have a hard edge, it doesn't mean you're a bad guy. It just doesn't mean you probably make it in our program. And I'm trying to appeal to that every day. And our guys are. Athletes are competitive by nature, but we're trying to foster that to the nth degree.
Can you spot that in recruiting, or are there just some guys who are
You
so
can.
good at the high school level?
I think you can, but you also we got to do a great job in recruiting of vetting that out and making sure a guy loves football and not likes it.
What do you want to see tomorrow out of the team and the quarterbacks in particular?
Well, for the quarterbacks, it's simply executing and anticipating where the ball is going to go and what defense they're playing against them. And for the team, I want them to have fun. I want them to compete. We got enough sand kicked in our face that we can't take it out just on ourselves, but I would hope that they're competitive enough to want to prove themselves every day.
Defensively, what are you hoping to see?
Well, we got to get guys running to the ball. We're going to be a little bit more aggressive in what some of the techniques we ask them to do. And, we got to find some guys. We got to find 22 to 24 players on defense. I don't know. We weren't there last year. We're not there right now. But between now and whenever the first game is, we got to find 22 dudes on defense.
What have you seen so far out of the new defensive lineman, Sione Taufahema?
He's gonna be okay. He's a big, strong guy. He's just so far out of shape. He's probably gonna. He probably has to take a pause when he walks up to the cafeteria. If he takes the stairs, he's probably taking the elevator. And I'm gonna suggest that he takes the stairs until he retires. But he's a great kid, a lot of strength. He's just out of shape.
So you brought in kicker in your recruiting class. Is that for the purpose of competing with Josh right now, or is that more of a long-term thing?
No, he can compete the day he gets on campus. I got confidence in Josh, but Lucas has got a strong arm. He's got a lot of ability, and I think we got healthy competition at punter with the guys that we got. We got to get healthy competition at kicker, and that's something that it's going to benefit Josh and Lucas.
Did you feel like that was lacking last year? That
no
competition
question.
Factor?
Yeah, that and Josh probably got a little. Well, we probably didn't manage it as well. He probably got a little tired because he was hunting and kicking and kickoffs, and we've got to manage that well. And whenever I finish hiring a special teams coordinator, that'll be a point of emphasis.
And does the time frame remain the same for hiring the special teams coach, like what you were saying before, within a week and a half, 2 weeks?
Yeah, at the most that long. I probably won't wait 2 weeks.
One last thing. Tristan Cooper, Isaiah Hayes, those guys played a lot last year as freshmen. What's kind of the next step for those guys?
Well, it really is just an evolution, not only as a player understanding the schemes, but more than anything with their bodies in the weight room, getting in shape, getting bigger and more physical. And those guys are both naturally physical, competitive kids, so I think they got great futures. We just got to get them in the weight room longer.
All right, guys, thank you.